Today on High Now, we are on the streets of Kalihi with Katsu Sando 808. See what's on the menu. Then,
local designer Allison Izu joins us in studio. Check out her latest designs, perfect for your body type.
And we sample locally grown chocolate straight from Waialua Chocolate Estate. Find out what makes their chocolate so special. This and more right now on High Now. Look at that. Hey, aloha gang, welcome to High Now Weekender, and today we have a very special show. You know, typically Rachel and I, we start the show either in the studio or in the kitchen, but today we're starting out on the street, and that's because we have one of the most popular food trucks in Oahu parked right outside the station. We have Mark Shapansky and the rest of the Ohana here from Katsu Sando 808. If you haven't had it, you are missing out, but we're gonna give you a look at some of the Ono treats. Mark, Katsu Sando 808, tell everybody your story.
Well, we got together with some friends we've been friends for over 30 years, and we'd always talked about doing a business. So I came up with the idea. We saw a few katsu restaurants around, but nobody was really just doing the sandwiches. So instead of trying to compete with everybody else, we wanted to just kind of specialize in a couple of the Japanese style katsu sandwiches.
Yeah, and the response from the public has been amazing. What makes your katsu different than the others?
I think it's the fresh ingredients that we use, everything from our nama panko, all of our bread and buns are baked here locally. We try to use as much local ingredients as possible. At the Kaka'ako Farmers Market, we have some neighbors that we like to use some of their products on a couple of our dishes as well.
And the dishes are tasty. Speaking of which, I want you to come with me. We're gonna take you outside over here. We're right over here on the street, Kalani Street, right outside our station, for a look at some of the most awesome dishes that Katsu Sando 808 offers. They make a bunch of different specials, and that's Mark's wife Maria and his son Cody. Katsu Sando 808, it's a family affair as well. Mark, walk us through the spread, all of the grinds.
All right, we have our major dishes here is the Tonkatsu Sandwich. We have the pork loin sandwich. We also have the chicken katsu sandwich in there. The difference between the two, tonkatsu, the pork, obviously we use the tonkatsu sauce. On the chicken, we use a little spicy aioli sauce. This is our menchi katsu burger. It's a ground beef burger that we make katsu style. It's breaded and deep fried. We top that off with a little spiced up katsu sauce, a little locally made Maui onion and garlic mustard, and a little sesame dressing for the cabbage. One of our really popular dishes is the egg salad sandwich as well. You got to come pretty early on Saturday mornings to get that. Usually sells out within the first hour or so.
Oh, I bet. And what I love about the sandwiches, guys, is I'm one of those adults who didn't eat crust when I was a little kid. I never got adapted into that. All of the crust is cut off on these, so they're super cakey friendly too. That means you're eating the whole thing. You also have specials as well as we move kind of toward this way.
These are a couple specials that we've done from time to time. We're actually going to be doing this one tomorrow at Kaka'ako. This is our Portobello Katsu Sandwich. It's made with the locally made Portobello mushroom from Small Kind Farms, a little sassy salad from the Mao Organic Farms, and then a little spicy aioli on that as well. This one is our Spam Katsu Sliders. We top that off with a little wasabi flavored tonkatsu sauce. In the back there, I'm not sure if you can see it, this kind of an upcoming dish is we're going to call it the cheesy curry fries, where we put some curry sauce on there and melt some cheese over the french fries.
That's very, very cool. And guys, the taste, the thing about these fries, they're so crazy. We brought them back, we ate them hours later, they're still crunchy. The food has a ton of flavor, it's fantastic. And Mark, I gotta ask you, your son Cody, he just made 21. He's going to culinary school. How's that feel to see him following in your footsteps, getting into the food scene?
It feels great. Hopefully it means that I can work less a little bit here closer in the future, but yeah.
That's awesome to see. And then the most important question, Katsu Sando 808, how can people find you? How can people get their hands on this food?
We usually post where we're going to be on Katsu Sando 808 on Instagram, but basically our main schedule is Monday through Friday on Hickam Air Force Base. We're there for lunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And right after that on Tuesdays we shoot out to Hawaii Kai for the Hawaii Kai Farmers Market. That's 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And on Saturdays are kind of our big day at the Kaka'ako Farmers Market. That's 8 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Right on. Make sure you follow them on social media, Katsu Sando 808. This stuff is grinds. You will not be disappointed. This is always a good stop when it comes to lunch or anytime you're in the mood for this. But if you want dessert, I heard Rachel's inside with super, super good tasting ice cream. Rachel, what you got?
Oh man, Kaino, that looks so awesome out there. You should get Katsu Sando 808 to maybe stay on Kalani Street as a permanent location. I don't know, it looked yummy, but what else is yummy? We've got some ice cream in studio. I'm talking breakfast of champions this morning. We have Sage Creamery. This is Zach and Courtney. You guys have phenomenal ice cream using local ingredients when you can. Let's talk about what you brought with us today and how you guys are getting those local ingredients right into your ice cream.
Yeah, so we're Sage Creamery. We source organic dairy, and we work with a lot of local companies like Leia Vanilla Company, Chad Lou's Coffee Roastery, Manoa Honey Company, and we partner with those guys and kind of deliver their flavors and tell their story through our ice creams.
Right on. So you've already scooped up a few flavors. What do we have here?
Yeah, so in this one right here we have Mary Monarch ice cream, and so that one is actually a Kohana rum infused ice cream, and we also put in ribbons of strawberries in there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, you can really taste that Kohana rum. Wow.
Yep.
And I don't think I've ever had anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is good. And then you have something else on the side here. Let's
Yep.
get this one.
And so that next scoop we have is that's our Chad Lou's Vietnamese coffee ice cream. And so that's a dark roasted coffee. We infuse that into our cream, and then we also put in sweetened condensed milk.
This one might be one of my favorites of all time,
Yeah,
and
thank
that
you.
is a
Thank
very
you.
huge statement because I love ice cream.
Awesome.
But so where can you get your ice cream at? I know you guys have an Instagram, but you guys just started delivery, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we just started deliveries. Our first deliveries will go out today. So it's our pilot program, and we're hoping, in the state of the world right now, we can get ice cream delivered directly to people's homes. But outside of that, we're in farmers markets across the island. We also sell our pints at retail locations like Diamond Head Market and Grill, Feast up in Manoa.
Awesome. So if you want to find out where you can get that, you're going to have to go over to your guys' website, and then also on your Instagram, you guys can scroll through and look at all the yummy desserts that you guys have on there. But how did you guys even get started? I know you guys have a long relationship. Back in high school, you guys met, right?
Yep. Yeah. So I started making ice cream a few years ago, but what really launched the business was in 2018. My brother had passed away from cancer, and he was an aspiring entrepreneur. And so when we wanted to kind of get this business rolling, we decided to name it after him. And so his name is Daniel, but he was our Sage, and so Sage Creamery was born in 2020.
What a beautiful story, and you really want to support these guys at sagecreamery.org. And you really got to try this ice cream because it's so good. So make sure that you guys follow them, check them out, and beautiful story. Thank you for joining us.
Yep, thank you. Yep, appreciate it.
Big Island coffee roasters, like many local businesses, were forced to navigate during the pandemic and saw an uptick in sales when they moved their business online.
Admittedly, when COVID hit, it was pretty scary for us. Most of our revenue was from our fabulous retail partners and coffee shops and restaurants and hotels and resorts. And once the pandemic came, all of that revenue just went away very quickly. The first couple of months was a pretty scary ride.
Initially, when the pandemic happened, our B2B retail partners saw a big decrease because tourism wasn't coming to the island. And we, along with a lot of other small businesses around here, realized how dependent we are on tourism.
Luckily, we were able to pivot and move directly to online sales, and that was a fantastic success. We grew about 400% our online sales once the pandemic hit. Since then, it's just continued to get stronger and stronger.
It was kind of a welcome surprise to find out that so many people were looking forward to these small essential luxuries and indulgences while they were locked up in their home and fantasizing about Hawaii. And so when you're not spending money and you're locked indoors, you start thinking about Hawaiian products and the local economy and how you can get the best products shipped to your door. And so we began hiring and kind of cruising at a nice speed with our new e-commerce base. What's gone into our success as a small business with a national and international following really started with the product quality. We have very high standards, and that comes through not only in our coffee, but our customer service, our shipping times, our messaging, We're always looking for another way to connect with the customer and create like moments of surprise and delight, both with the coffee, but with the entire experience.
My commitment to support Hawaii is inspired primarily by three things. First, it's a love for this place. I live and work here full time and love the community, I love the lifestyle. I also am inspired by challenges, and I see that there are a lot of opportunities in Hawaii to make this place better, stronger, more resilient moving forward. And lastly, I'm really inspired by hope.
What makes me most hopeful about our state's recovery post-pandemic is that we have some of the most unique products that you can get in the States, and our entrepreneurs have grit. They have overcome so many barriers just to get to the point of COVID that I know that they can get through it. But beyond that, so many of our local businesses and our small businesses have finally gotten online.
Coming up, the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure virtual race is around the corner. We talk with organizers to find out how you can help support this great cause when High Now returns.
Weekender. I have the lovely Vicky Holt Takamine. She is a kumu hula, well-known, but also a cancer survivor. And we want to talk to her about her incredible journey and how she overcame and just crushed breast cancer. So thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you've got your own event that you wanted to kick off before Race for the Cure that's coming up later in October. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so I've been involved with Komen since I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2016, and I was like, what are my chances? What do I have to do? My mother was a breast cancer survivor. My grandmother died of breast cancer.
Wow.
And so I wanted to be very proactive and said, give me some new girls, give me a double mastectomy, you know. And we need to be in charge of our own health care.
That's right.
And we need to be very positive about it. I did not want to go through chemo and radiation. I went through that with my mother, and she suffered for months with that. Her hair fell off. She's beautiful. Still, even with bald, she was beautiful. But you don't want to do that. So I was like, no, I'm going to be on it. Ladies, we have to be more on it, and we have to be advocates for our own health care. So go get your boobs checked, you know, get a mammogram. Get out there and do a mammogram. And then I decided that I wanted to do something in addition to, I have a Team Vicky, and we were part of the Race for the Cure in the past. And so you can sign up for Team Vicky. October 17th is the Race for the Cure.
Okay.
But I decided to kick off the Breast Cancer Awareness Month with Hula. What is so unique about Hawaii? Who does Hula for a Cure? Let's do it as a fundraiser.
Okay, so this is your own fundraiser that
Yes.
you're gonna start, Hula for a Cure. This is October 2nd. And what is Hula for a Cure?
So you get to come and take a workshop with me. I will teach you a hula. Ooh. And I've decided to teach a beautiful mele composed by Julian Ako, Mapumau Keala. I recorded it. It's such a beautiful mele. And we had a nice workshop with him, and he says, you know, if you think about somebody that you've lost and that you know, this is a mele that you can share with them. So we're gonna teach that on Zoom. You don't have to, we're not taking anybody in the halau. Don't come to my studio, okay? We're all gonna be on the cameras, and I will teach you a beautiful hula for Race for the Cure. All proceeds will go to Susan G. Komen, Hawaii.
Okay, so how are we gonna be able to sign up for Hula for a Cure so we can take those workshops with you?
Yes, just go onto our website, paifoundation.org, register, look for the Hula for a Cure on our website, and you register for that. But don't forget, I'll see you guys on October 17th for the Race for the Cure, too.
That's right,
Yeah.
and you can sign up for Race for the Cure at Hawaii.
SusanGKomenHawaii.org.
And they also have an app too, so that's great,
Yes,
making it
there's
easy
an
for
app.
everyone.
Yeah, sign up for Team Vicky.
All right, sign up for Team Vicky. You want to get in on her workshop so you can just kaholo right
We're gonna
across the
kaholo
finish
across
line.
the finish line with us, yes.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being
so much
here,
for having
for
me.
Your incredible story, and of course sharing those workshops with us. I'm sure it's going to be the best.
It'll be fun.
It's going to be fun, so you really want to be there. Thank you so much for being with us.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Aloha.
I think that it is very important to listen to those who went before you because they know so much more than you do. And most of them were raised in a time when the islands really, really had a lot to give to you. Also be aware of what a wonderful gift we have to be able to live here. And so with that in mind, if you're not happy, change your mind. Or change what you're doing and just be grateful. My mother, Irmgard Fardenaluli, was a beloved island composer. My mother had lots of things to impart, and I always remember my mother as being a very faithful person. Like pray every morning, she'd go to church, and then bingo, then she'd go live. One of her ways was, why not? And that was one of her sayings, like, why not do it? For the fun of it. So she was always open to doing many things we wouldn't have done if not for my mother and her saying of, why not, let's go for it. I'm really still a baby in terms of learning, but there are some things that are really just really easy to understand, and that is one, take care. Take care of the things that you have, and take care of the things that are around you. And two, be aware. And then three, act on what you are aware of, and love everything that you do. That's called aloha. Have aloha for everything that you do. That's it in a nutshell. That's why we live here. And that's a great word. So just live with aloha, share aloha, and be aloha.
Brought to you by Arcadia Family of Companies.
Coming up on High Now, Locations Hawaii's got a new listing with incredible views you don't want to miss. Check it out with us after the break. Woo! Welcome back to High Now Weekender, and guess what, guys? I've got Allison Izu here. She is a fashion designer and owner of her own store. But I'm gonna tell everybody right off the bat, I am wearing her outfit that she styled me, and it looks good, and I feel good because I'm really feeling like the best you. Yeah, I feel like the best you right now.
I love that.
Thank you. Yeah. So tell me about it, and I know you guys had a 13th anniversary, right? And you guys are still celebrating in your store.
Still celebrating, yeah. And it's hard now with COVID, so we're doing a lot of things online. We're doing IG Lives. We got a lot going on, so it's super fun to celebrate 13 years. Yeah.
And how are you guys celebrating?
We're doing, so we released a new collection. So we have a fall collection, little darker colors, but still like comfortable enough for Hawaii climate and everything. So yeah, super excited about it.
Perfect. I know I've seen some photos of your shop, and you guys had anniversary.
Yes,
and it was so cute. It was such a cool concept. I love what you guys do. When I walked in, I was just like, oh, this. Before you know it, I had like 30 outfits. And I got that, and I'm surprised. I put this on. It was the first outfit I put on. I was like, I love it. I gotta have it.
Yes,
so,
I love that. I love when people like feel that reaction to clothing when they love it. Yeah,
I totally did. Yes. Oh my goodness. So how did this whole thing start for you?
So for me, I'm short. I'm like 5'2", and when I went to design school, you know, I was designing for fit models who were 5'8". And I was like, wait, this is not right. I need to design for people my own, you know, height.
And we thank you for it.
You're welcome, right? And because things don't look the same on us as shorter people. So I designed a lot thinking about body types. So it's not just petite, but really about different body types too, different shapes and sizes. So.
Gotcha. And I think the type of materials and clothing that you do use, very soft, very buttery, and I think that's what makes me feel so comfortable in it.
Exactly.
But I also feel like, you know, you can dress it up, you can dress it down, and when I was in there, they're like, you know what, just try put this, you know, this over coat, what do you, you know,
cover up,
cover up right over it, and then, you know, you're all business. And then you go out later on, and then you just
take it up,
like,
you're like ready for drinks.
Yeah, we're ready to go. So I definitely love the feel of it and everything. So I know you're doing a super awesome sale with High Now right now. So if you go online, you're gonna get
15% off using the code HighNow15.
Okay, and that's you just go online.
Just go online, put it in.
AllisonEzu.
AllisonEzu.com.
Okay. Easy as that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go over to AllisonEzu.com. You want to punch in that code. You're gonna get 15% off your entire purchase. That's high now 50, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what else you got going on? Let's talk about that. Your new line. What are we gonna see?
So a lot of darker colors. We created our own amethyst color, which is like a deep purple. We also design a lot of our own prints. So a very custom print. But a lot of the things, you know, like you were saying, it's a lot about the comfort of the fabric and how we create the designs so you feel comfortable. You feel like you're wearing your pajamas, but you're like, look put together, you know?
Yes. And I usually wear pajamas. When I'm not working, I'm in pajamas.
Right.
So that's why I felt so good in this. I was like, it is like an upgraded like pant that I feel so comfortable in. So thank you for creating a line like this for all types of women's body types.
Yes.
So you got to go check out AllisonEzu.com. You want to check her out on Facebook, on
Instagram. We're everywhere, yeah.
And she's going to help you out because they also do some virtual
styling appointments.
Yeah, styling.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
And mahalo for the outfit.
Oh, it looks amazing on you. Thank you.
Aloha and welcome to Anaha at Ward Village. We're here to talk with Locations Hawaii's realtor, Dolores Bendiones. She's going to show us around. Let's go. Hey, Dolores.
Hi, Rachel. Thanks for coming and welcome to Anaha, Unit 1900. Let me show you around.
Awesome. Thank you.
This is an architecturally stunning masterpiece. We're on the 19th floor, which is a corner unit. So it has wraparound views. You have the ocean here and then Diamond Head on the other side. It's a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,550 square feet. So it feels like a single family home. It's ideally situated so you can see the ocean. You can see the greenery of the park. You can also watch the surfers, paddleboarders, and just kids frolicking in the beach.
Anaha, meaning the reflection of light in Hawaiian, is located at 1108 Awahi Street. Completed in 2017, it is one of the newer luxury high-rises planned by Howard Hughes. Residents enjoy concierge service and a host of other amenities, including a recreation deck, party rooms and cabanas, tennis courts, a dog park, yoga room, gym, golf simulator, and putting green.
It has a lot to offer. So you have very ultra-modern kitchen. It's a all Miele appliances with a gas stove. Also has your own coffee maker, which is a special thing for here. And then in the bathrooms, we have the freestanding bathtub. And look at this.
Ah, this is what I'm talking about, guys. We need all this space, right?
Yes, shoes, bags, clothes, all fit in here.
Yes, I love this. This is a big seller. Besides this home being perfect for my co-host Kainoa Carlson with the golf simulator and the putting green, who else would this house be perfect for?
For everybody. Young families and retirees who don't want to drive, who want everything at their footsteps. You have the restaurants here, you have fine dining, you have art exhibits, farmers market, all at your footsteps.
So Dolores, how many bathrooms and bedrooms are in this unit?
This is 3 bedrooms and each bedroom has its own bathroom, plus a guest bathroom too.
Nobody ever has to wait to use the bathroom here.
No, you don't.
We love this listing so much. The views, the open floor plan, everything about it, it's gonna be a hot seller. Now, if you guys wanna hear about this location, you wanna talk to Dolores Bendiones from Locations Hawaii. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you too, thank you.
Brought to you by Locations Hawaii.
Hey, we say it all the time, support local. Eat local, shop local. What about banking local? The Kauai Government Employees Federal Credit Union is working hard to keep your money here at home.
KGEFCU is Kauai Government Employees Federal Credit Union, and we're a not-for-profit credit union originally founded in 1947, and we're here on the island of Kauai. In 1947, police officers or government workers, specifically police officers, had to purchase their own police vehicles. And so at the time, no one would give them an auto loan. So they had to hui together and they created KGEFCU, Kauai Government Employees Federal Credit Union. And our government employees are one segment of membership, but you don't necessarily have to be a government employee to become a member. Banking local, you don't normally hear it, but I think it's a really important concept to think about because it's really where our money is being put into. When you bank with a local credit union, you're essentially keeping your money here on the island as opposed to getting sent out. Our money stays locally. It's not getting invested offshore or going into the pocket of a CEO. It's being reinvested into our community by invested in like-minded partnerships. So into our keiki programs, our educational programs, our nonprofits, through affordable rates and programs and loans that can hire dividends that then go back into the money of our members. Being a CDFI, Community Development Financial Institution, means we have access to funds to help build up our community and go the extra mile. We have the KRUA program, which is our rental relief program that we're administering, which it just allows us to do more. When you think about a financial institution, you think it's just about money. We're doing transactions, that's it. But actually, our mission is to increase the social fabric of our community. We do this through ensuring that our members are taken care of, that we show up and we meet them where they are, whether that means like lower loan rates, holding their hands through applying through PPP loans. A lot of people coming in and just really needing that help for small businesses. Today, I'm actually in Honolulu, which is on the other side of the landslide that happened in March. We're down here in Honolulu so that people on this side of the convoy are able to make their loan payments, to deposit money.
How can people become a member for the KGEFC? What do they need to do? How do they do it?
Anybody can become a member. September, we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary of being in Kilauea and being the first credit union on the North Shore. By celebrating, we are offering any new member to get $25 into their checking account. Anybody can enter to win a trigger grill that becomes a member in September. And we're doing a 3-day loan sale, September 23rd to the 25th, which is 2% off any loan. You can find us at kgefcu.org.
Coming up on High Now, Texaco, Hawaii is celebrating Zero Emissions Day in a huge way. Find out what it's all about when High Now returns. Texaco, Hawaii is celebrating Zero Emissions Day by taking care of the environment and also giving away free gas.
We're celebrating Zero Emissions Day by giving away free gas for a year with 100% of the emissions offset through our Ho'ala program.
Island Energy's Ho'ala program believes that the most efficient way to protect the environment is by investing both dollars and volunteers to support strategic local projects that contribute to the revitalization and restoration of the Hawaiian environment.
So when you drive a gas-powered car or truck, your engine's exhaust system releases carbon emissions into the atmosphere. And Texaco's Ho'ala program offsets those carbon emissions by up to 30% by investing in certified projects like solar. It's a simple way for you as a driver to lower your carbon footprint. You don't do anything extra. Ho'ala takes care of it and offsets your carbon emissions. So visit your local Texaco station and scan the QR code on the contest signage. That'll take you to a landing page to fill out an entry form. And if you're the lucky winner, you'll take home the $3,125 Texaco gas card with 100% of your carbon emissions offset through Ho'ala. Contest runs now through September 30th, so hurry to your local Texaco station for your chance to win. To view the contest rules and details, visit www.hoalahai.com. That's HOALAHI.com. Join us on Zero Emissions Day. It's Tuesday, September 21st. We're inviting all of our customers to come by and fill up that day. The Hula program offsets your carbon emissions up to 30%, but on Zero Emissions Day, Hula is offsetting 100% of the carbon emissions from fuel purchased at our 58 Texaco locations across the state. Join us on Zero Emissions Day, and if you're one of the first 50 customers to visit us that day and fill up with 8 or more gallons, you'll take home a free eco-friendly grocery Chico tote bag. So follow us on social media, Texaco in Hawaii. We're at Facebook, Instagram, and we're also on TikTok.
Brought to you by Texaco in Hawaii.
Nakamakai is honoring the Queen of Makaha, Auntie Rel's son, in this year's 10th annual Pa'akai Gala.
Nakamakai is a nonprofit where we empower youth by connecting them to the ocean, which then creates independence and self-respect for the environment and themselves. And we've been going for 13 years now, putting children in the ocean, sometimes up to 3,000 keiki a year. Every month we do a free ocean clinic in a different space on the island, so it changes mokus to create access. We have an Alaka'i program, which is our mentorship program for 20 keiki, committed to 1 year of service learning and teaching other youth. And our newest thing we have right now is our headquarters located at Poka'i Bay, or Neneu, which is called Halau Nakamakai, and we'll be able to start doing after school and weekend programming.
I have been in Nakamakai since it started in 2008. Surfing is a big part of my life, and being able to take the other people and little kids into the ocean and teach them how to love the ocean and how to malama'aina is special.
The Alaka'i also help to volunteer at the clinics and teach the other younger kids about ocean safety and kind of helping build a positive connection between them and the ocean. So we have like a message, Keiki Aloha, Kai Aloha, loving the ocean, Kai Aloha, and then Keiki Aloha, so taking care of the youth, taking care of the ocean. That's kind of like the mission of Nakamakai.
On October 2nd, we'll be airing our Pa'akai Gala. This is our 10th anniversary, so it's super special, and we chose to honor Auntie Rel. During the show, we're gonna be playing our 6 original songs that were created between myself, Kimie Minor, Paula Fuga, and the Haku Keiki. And we also have an original Oli we'll be sharing. We will be having a silent auction that's got amazing donations from Patagonia, Kona Brew, Naoki. We're blessed to get an amazing donation from Carissa Moore, Hawaii's own gold medalist in the Olympics. And that surfboard will be available on the silent auction. It's a beautiful silent auction we have, and it'll actually run for 4 days long since we're airing for a few days. You know, the chances to get something are pretty open. There's not a tight time limit. And we will be also honoring Alicia Higa in our Ho'okele Awards. So we got 2 awards we're giving out, silent auction, amazing music, original music that represents Nakamakai, and hearing the most beautiful story about Auntie Rel. You can find Nakamakai at www.nakamakai.org.
Coming up, we have special guests from Waialua Estate Chocolate in our studio. Find out what makes their chocolate so unique after the break. Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Weekender. Rachel and I are back up in the High Now kitchen for this week's Seal Equality, and we have Michelle Yamaguchi here from Waialua Estate Coffee and Chocolate. How are you?
Hi, great. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Michelle. We are so happy to have you.
Anytime we see chocolate, we're in a good mood.
Right. So, but first, before I eat chocolate, we have to know a little bit about the farm first. So
Of course, yeah. So we have 155 acres of coffee on the North Shore and also 85 acres of cacao. So we are the farmer and the manufacturer. So yeah, so it's really.
So you're working hard.
Working hard.
A lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah. Truly.
Labor of love.
Truly. And if I can introduce you to the whole family here, this is our whole family of coffee and chocolate.
Awesome. Welcome to the spread. What do we have?
Yeah, so we have our dark roast, our pea berry, and a light roast. We have 3 different chocolates, 55 with cacao nibs, 70% dark chocolate, and a milk chocolate. And this is the newest member of our family, is the cacao nibs.
Ooh.
So yeah, those are fun if you like to cook and be really creative.
I was just gonna ask. That's what you use those for mainly, right? Can I just throw them on
you know,
ice
there's
cream?
a lot of people. You can absolutely.
Because I'm looking at that like,
absolutely.
I want ice cream with that.
Yeah. I make a granola with dried banana in it too. That's pretty good.
That
So,
sounds fun.
yeah.
Look at this. What is this?
Oh,
right here?
yeah. This is our perfect pair, coffee and chocolate, of course,
Obviously,
right? Yeah.
right?
So we're planning for the holidays. You know, I always tell everybody, how does Christmas sneak up on us every year? The date doesn't change. It's when?
Right.
December 25th.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what? It's already here. I didn't get anybody here.
Yeah. So we want to help everybody out with that, right? So the
Awesome.
perfect pair. You can see inside the box over there, it has a dark roast coffee and 2 bars of dark chocolate. So
yeah, everything that you want. And then Michelle, I heard you're affiliated with this year's Hawaii Food and Wine Festival as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we sponsored it because it's all about local products, right? And they bring in awesome chefs from all around the world, and they're paired up with amazing talent that we already have here. So, you know, it just made sense in every way for us to, you know, participate in the festival.
And definitely, and the important part, especially with the festival and featuring local products, of course, is this Hawaii Seal of Quality from the Department of Agriculture. This lets you know it's premium products, Hawaii made, Hawaii grown. You're getting the real, true, authentic
Start
stuff.
to finish.
Anytime you're shopping, be out on the lookout for the seal. That's important.
Absolutely. And since we're part of Dole Food Company, I always like to say, don't forget pineapple.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
there you
yeah.
go. Oh my gosh.
So-
Well, I'm sorry.
Go ahead and try.
You go,
Get in
yeah.
there. And then Michelle, how can people get their hands on your chocolate? Where can they find you? Social media,
Well,
website?
we're
What's
on
the
our
best way?
website at waialuaestate.com. We're
Bust me a piece.
in.
Okay.
Keep going. We're in the Whole Food stores. We are in the Foodland stores. We are in the Food Pantry stores,
This
which
is so
are
good.
in all the resorts.
So basically, you
statewide.
can't miss them.
We're
you gotta
everywhere.
Go check. Yes, they're making it easy for you to get your hands on their goodies, and of course, the perfect pair. Chocolate and coffee. You can't go wrong with
We're not
that.
a bad
Special,
pair.
right. There you go.
And when was Christmas again?
December 25th. Right. Yeah.
Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. We'll have all this up on HiNowDaily.com. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Brought to you by the Hawaii State Department of Agriculture.
Check out all of the amazing artwork that the kupuna from the plaza have on display at the Kahala Mall.
What art means to me is observing all the beauty around you. So all my life, I think, I've been observing. As time goes on, you begin to see more, and that what you thought was nothing, your eyes begin to notice things that are worth capturing. It's just what pleases the eye. And that's a hard thing to describe to someone, what pleases the eye. In fact, there are some great works of art and you think, that doesn't please my eye, but it pleases somebody's eye. It touches the soul, and that's what's important, I think. It just makes my heart glad.
Well, the art show is an exhibit of all the wonderful work that the residents of all the different plaza communities throughout Hawaii. It's an opportunity for us to showcase all their wonderful talents. This week is National Assisted Living Week, and it's a week that we honor first and foremost, our residents, who are why we're here. We want to honor our dedicated staff that provide the care, our families, and also partnerships with the community. One of the activities that we wanted to offer was a way to showcase the artwork for our residents. Art and music is a way for them to express their creativity. It helps to stimulate their memory, It brings back a lot of memories for them to reconnect with things that they used to enjoy doing. Kahala Mall is a wonderful community partner that offers this one opportunity for organizations to do things like this.
Seems to be a favorite from some of the people here is, surprisingly, it's called bamboo. It's such a delight for me. I am just pleased that she was able to encourage this art show to be shared, and it reverberates in me with a lot of happiness. And so to be able to share what I've put out that has given me pleasure is just a delight. I just love it, and I thank her so much for it. I would say this reminds me of my granddaughter. She recently started doing art, and she is free, and her spirit comes out in the pictures, and she's not judging it. She's not inhibited. She just puts her heart in it. But I have inhibited myself for a lifetime, and now I'm just cutting loose.
The gallery will be up from September 10th to 20th at Kahala Mall. It's alongside the Macy's wall across from CPK, California Pizza Kitchen. So I encourage everybody to go out and see what wonderful talent we have within all the plaza communities.
Coming up on High Now, how the Hawaii Agricultural Foundation is supporting our local farmers.
I've got the details when High Now returns.
Hey, aloha gang, welcome back to High Now Weekender. Sports fans,
woo!
It is time to rejoice. Over in Waikiki, we got a brand new sports bar. We've got the general manager and head chef over here, that's Chef Dallas and Kasim here from Skybox Tap House. You guys are located where?
International Marketplace.
Awesome,
Yeah.
Third floor, right?
Third floor, Grand Lanai, yes.
All right, tell us a little bit about the spot.
Oh man, we just opened up September 9th. Our grand opening was awesome. Our first Sunday just went by. It was packed. So if you want to come early, get those seats. We have almost 20 TVs in our tailgate area. Yeah, so our tailgate area, you can walk up. We have a truck sitting right outside. Get your beer, get your food, sit down, watch TVs directly on there. Boom, no waiting.
Wow, if
no
one
waiting.
TV at your house ain't enough, you gotta go over to Skybox Tap House,
Absolutely.
right?
And before we got on air, we were talking about a fountain of some kind.
Oh.
Tell us about this fountain.
Okay, so don't bring your cup. But our fountain, we have a beer fountain. So over 20 taps that goes right across. You can walk up to it, you can see it. It just pours out into like a nice fountain area with a brick area. It's open to see. It's a nice feeling. You can hear the water trickling down.
Right. You
Just
need,
a great
you need
feeling.
pillows and blankets, like probably out
you
there.
just set the scene for me, and now I gotta come in
You
and
have to
check
come
out
in.
this fountain.
Absolutely. But we do close, so you can't stay there all night. So.
Gotcha. Chef, I smell there's a pizza.
Yes.
I'm smelling pizza. Tell us
Yes,
a little bit about
it's almost
the food,
ready.
too.
So what we have here is our creme fraiche panna cotta. We serve it with a strawberry compote and toasted pistachios. That is one of our dessert menu items. We also have a creme brulee. We do gelato. And we also offer affogato, for the late night.
Awesome. And what goes into the stuff that you guys put on the menu food-wise?
So everything we make from scratch. All of our dough. We do a sourdough starter that we feed every day. Once a week, we give it beer. So it's another type of yeast and fermentation.
Gotcha. So we're not just drinking beer. The desserts
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
drinking beer.
Everybody's drinking beer. And there's pizza.
Yep.
Now you said, and it's almost 20 TVs, and the awesome part is we know how it is, Hawaii football fans. It's 7 a.m. kickoff. You guys are open.
We
What
got
time?
it. We got it. Saturdays and Sundays. So for those people who love college football games, we got it. 7 a.m. Come in, get your seat, sit down, grab a beer. We also have a breakfast menu that Chef created from 7 a.m. till 10. So the breakfast menu has a nice breakfast atmosphere onto it, but it still incorporates our pizza concept.
And you know what? You guys have indoor and outdoor, right? And you've also
Absolutely.
got private seating. So, I mean, during this time, people want to sit a little bit separate. They can do that, right?
Yes, they can. Absolutely. We have enough space that we have that 6 foot distance for the inside, and the outside, we can seat up to 25, correct?
I love it. Chef,
right.
Where's this pizza at?
Well, I think I just heard the timer.
Perfect timing.
Oh, look at that. It's ready. So what we have here is a Hula pork pizza. We use a guava barbecue sauce that we make in-house.
Right.
Some red
If you
onion.
see him just walk it over like that at Skybox Tap House, you're going to get the best service. nervous.
Oh,
right?
it's awesome. And then last question, how can people find you? You guys got social media website. How
Yes.
do people make reservations?
Skyboxtaphouse.com. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. Just like you said, you can walk in. It's an open kitchen, so you can see Chef Dallas making the pizza from scratch.
There you go, sports fans. It's time to rejoice. Rachel's not waiting. Go get you some pizza. Skybox Tap House International Marketplace. We'll have all this up on HighNowDaily.com.
All
The
right.
pizza. Aloha guys, we're at Otsuji Farms in Hawaii Kai. This place has been here for 50 years. And thanks to the Farmer Assistance Program from the Hawaii Agricultural Foundation, it'll hopefully be here 50 more.
I've been here since the end of 1969, so I've been farming like 50 years.
What do you guys grow here?
We grow the green vegetables, kale and lettuce and arugula. You know, my big theme is plants for the medicine. When I started way back in the 70s, we grew one crop and that was manoa lettuce. We were able to sell all that we grew because there was less vegetables coming in from elsewhere. Today it's a little different because you have produce coming from all over the world. And so marketing is a little bit more challenging.
How has the Farmers Assistance Program impacted Otsuji Farms?
Before Denise came into the picture, I practically on life support and trying to store the farm. I lacked the expertise of the financial side, and she was able to provide assistance in the areas of the more sophisticated stuff.
Hawaii Agricultural Foundation's Farmer Assistance Programs help small farmers achieve scale and profitability with technology literacy, gain business acumen through a very hands-on and individualized approach. So a few years ago, we met Ed, and he was struggling with collecting some of his receivables. He was looking at working on his taxes. Also was struggling with maybe just finding people to help with the farm. We had one of our volunteers come in who had some business expertise, and we helped him file his taxes, achieve a PPP loan. We've been able to help him find a hui of volunteers, those who have business backgrounds to real estate backgrounds to security. There's a range of volunteers who can help, and that's part of our farmer assistance programs. We're looking for volunteers who have expertise and time that want to come out and help our small farmers.
Okay, so what is this now?
This is a local lettuce. It's called anuinui. It's a cross between the manoa lettuce and the iceberg. It's the right size.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's all green, and green is where the nutrients are. To me, the biggest challenge is getting the right people.
The right people.
And today, good labor is kind of.
I'll tell you what, Ed, you are the right people. This is the right place. Otsuji Farms over here in the Hawaii Kai. It's an awesome gem. Continue to support our local farmers and our local restaurants. We'll have all this up on HighNowDaily.com.
Brought to you by Central Pacific Bank.
Guys, we have to Hanaho just one more time with Skybox Tap House because the food, amazing.
That's right, and we got one more dish over here, Chef. Walk us through what you're making.
So this is our caprese. We have a sun-dried tomato pesto underneath. It's heirloom tomato with heirloom cherry tomato, crispy fried basil, some mozzarella, and balsamic reduction.
There you go. So you got
it all.
You know, now you got your greens, you got your veggies, you got your pizza, you got your dessert. One more time, how can people find you? And I know you just opened September 9th, right?
September 9th, correct.
How's it been for you guys?
Oh, it's been fantastic. Thank you very much to the locals. Thank you very much for the tours, especially the locals. You know, we do have a Kama'aina discount.
Awesome.
So come on in. We do celebrate. We have an homage with our tailgate area to all of our athletes and from Hawaii. So come and take a look at that. We definitely appreciate the love. So it's a local-owned facility. So this is locally owned business.
Let's support local business when we can, gang. And don't forget, you can catch all of our segments on HighNowDaily.com. And you can also follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We have High Now Daily. It's available on all social media platforms. Mahalo for watching.
What he said.